Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Gardening with Satya. Today let's learn about rainwater harvesting. If you are thinking what is this crazy gardener is talking about, don't worry, I will explain it. Rainwater harvesting is nothing but collecting and storing the rainwater and using it in the garden so that our gardens can thrive better. If you are wondering what are the benefits of it, it is chlorine free water and it is free from the nature. The plants love the rainwater and you will see how lush and green they grow when you feed the rainwater. On top of that, you will save some money on your water bill. In this video, I am going to explain the easy way to harvest the rainwater. Before you think of harvesting the rainwater, first make sure your city and state is okay with rainwater harvesting. In some states and cities, it is not allowed to harvest the rainwater to preserve the lakes. So check that out first. For the folks that are in Frisco City in Texas state, it is allowed to harvest the rainwater, so go for it. Actually, City of Frisco partnered with Ivy rain barrels and they are offering the 50-gallon rain barrels at the discounted price of $70 each, and you can just go and pick up the rain barrels at Public Works building in Frisco. I have added the link in the description, so just follow that. Let's get back to our discussion on the rainwater. We can collect rainwater easily from the roof of our house that is coming through the downspout of the rain gutters. If we don't have the gutter system installed, it's the time to install the rain gutters. Let's assume you have gutter system installed and you have couple of downspouts on those. Look at the gutters and identify which way the gutters are sloped or angled towards. If you cannot identify, it's okay. You can watch it when it rains. Then you will see that more water is coming out from one of the downspouts. Let's talk about the hardware and tools needed. If you are using Ivy barrels or rain barrels that are available at members clubs like Sam's or Costco or at the retailers like Walmart, Lowe's, etc. You just need hacksaw or reciprocating saw depending on your preference. Also you need needle nose pliers and gutter screws and flex down spouts. The rain barrel needs to be placed on a flat, stable location. You can use cement blocks on top of sand and gravel depending on your preference. Once you decided the location of the rain barrel, check how long the flex downspout needs to be adjusted and then mark the gutter with a pencil or Sharpie, then cut it using hacksaw. Attach the flex downspout to the gutter using gutter screws. Always keep the barrel at little higher elevation than the ground so that the water flow will be fast. The good thing with the Ivy barrels is everything is included with it and we just need to buy flex downspout and gutter screws. Another good thing with these barrels is we can attach multiple barrels together using the exit water pipes. So you can attach more and more barrels. I have expanded my water harvesting and attached the exit pipe to 270-gallon food grade barrel, and I have plans to attach the two food barrels together and connect through plumbing so that I can run it on timer and use it for my drip irrigation for raised beds and flower beds. That project was on hold due to social distancing, but I'll be hiring a plumber soon to finish that up. I'll be using cinder blocks to raise the height. Currently I use hose connector to the food barrel which was broken and leaking, so I have removed it. I'm planning to add few fishes to the tanks as well, and I'll be growing some vines around these as well to keep it attractive and to grow some more vines like cardinal vine and morning glory, etc. Let me explain few tips before we sidetrack again. Here are few tips. Start with a small scale and keep adding more rain barrels as needed. Use dark color barrels so that algae doesn't form. There is nothing wrong with algae though, unless you are using the water for other than gardening. If algae is bothering you, then you can keep goldfish in the barrel, which will take care of the algae, and also the water is good for your plants and it keeps water free from mosquito larvae also. Always keep the barrel lid closed. If the barrel is small like 50 to 60 gallon, keep couple of bricks in the barrel or anchor the barrel depending on your preference, so that when it is empty it will not fall off during the windy conditions in your area. If you think mosquitoes are getting into your barrel and you don't want to add fish in the tank, then drop some mosquito dunks in it, and those are safe for your garden as well. Coming to maintenance, depending on the conditions around you, you might have to clean the barrel once or twice a year. During colder months, for my zone 8 in Frisco, Texas, it is no need to winterize it. If you are in colder zones, then just empty the barrel so that the hose and pipe connections are not busted in the winter time. You can leave the barrels outdoors as long as you have anchored it. I hope I have provided all the information needed. If you still have questions, comment it in the comment section and let me know. I will answer you. You can also make rain barrels out of trash cans if you are a DIY person. Happy gardening! If you like this video, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next video.